everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Rose Ward, Stampersdelight.com. Thank you for tuning in to YouTube Monday night. I see we got quite a few on. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Jill. How's everybody doing today or tonight? I hope you're all doing well. Let me put my glasses on here, and we're going to get started. Hi, Jennifer. Okay, so grab your coffee, grab your tea, and come stamp with me. I actually have my PMS mug and my PMS sweatshirt on today. Purchase more stamps. Let's put that over there. Okay, so let's get started. A couple things for reminders. The Sweet Delicious Fun Fold Club for February is the Artfully Composed, and that will be up on the Facebook group page tomorrow for the US. If you'd like to get in on that, it's $40 US. It's a flat-based fee, and you can contact me at Stampersdelight.com. Also, sign up for the Ranunculus Romance. That ends on February 10th. That is my February online class, and there are 3 different ways that you can join that. Now, let me just flip the camera down here. And the Ranunculus Romance, in case you haven't seen it, is this stamp set with the matching dies. So you can sign up for one of 3 options for that. But sign up cuts off on February 10th, so I can get everything out by the 20th. Hey, Sandy. Hey, Shirley, Denise, Elizabeth, Nicole. Boy, we got a whole group on today, and I love it. Thank you all so much for tuning in. The other thing I want to mention is that I announced this on Friday morning, the All Together collection. And I apologize, this one's not my colored version, but this collection starts tomorrow, February 1st. Can you believe it's February already? And that collection includes all the new skin tone or natural tone markers, the blends, the 6x6 paper, the stamp set, and the dies. If you place an order, if you order this collection, you have to order the whole collection, not just the blends or paper. If you order the whole collection from me, starting tomorrow, while supplies last, you will get a tutorial and a free card kit to make 3 different cards. I'm going to be sending that out to you free if you order the collection from me while supplies last, both their supplies and mine. Okay, because these 3 items are while supplies last. Okay, I think we got through all that, right? Let's see. Oh, we got quite a few on here. Hey, Karen. So I want to give out a couple more shout outs here. I got a couple more birthday cards. So the first one I had showed you that I received was from Cindy. I've also received just a hello card this is from Yvonne. That wasn't a birthday card, but wanted to show it to you. This is from my teammate, Joyce. Thank you, Joyce. A thank you card from Molly. Oh, I love getting happy mail. This is from my friend, Charlene. Another birthday cake or birthday card. This is from my awesome cousin, Lori. Thank you, Lori. This is from another teammate. This is from Stacy P. This one is from Deborah Gray. And I got to show you this. Look at this. It's like needlepoint. Isn't that cool? And then she pieced it together, the bird. Loving that. Thank you, Deborah. So cool. I've never gotten a card like that before. So thank you all for your birthday cards. Now, as you know, I've been announcing for the last couple of weeks, I've been doing giveaways. I do have the last 2 here, and the names are on the other side, but you're going to have to wait a little bit longer to see who won those. So tonight I'm going to announce these 2 winners, the last 2 winners, and then on Friday morning, on my birthday, I am going to be giving away an emergency stamp kit. And this is a nice little pouch. You can get this on the Stampersdelightshop.com. That's where you can get the PMS mugs, t-shirts and sweatshirts, along with some other fun apparel. Okay, so you want to check out the Stampersdelightshop.com. But I'll be giving this away on Friday. You still have time to get in on this. This is going to be for anyone, YouTube or Facebook, that has been sharing, commenting, and watching me. So you definitely, if you're watching me, definitely share, definitely comment, and you will get in to get this emergency stamp kit. And I am going to add a few little goodies in there, but I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to put in there so the winner can be surprised. Okay, I'll be giving that away Friday. You usually watch the replays, Amy, but you're live. Thank you. Linda from Australia, thank you. Okay, so for today or tonight, I am going to be showcasing the Symbols of Fortune. And this is the suite. Don't need that anymore. Remember, it is celebration. So during celebration, which ends February 28th, get those orders in so you can get these free celebration items, okay? But tonight, I'm going to be doing the Symbols of Fortune. I also want to remind you that what ends February 28th is that great starter kit, which is $125 of merchandise for $99. Plus, you get to pick out 2 stamp sets, your choice. All of that is your choice. Plus, you will become part of the Stampin' Up! Community, and you would be part of my team. And we have a great team. And besides everything else that Stampin' Up! Does for you, I have one-on-one coaching if you want it. We have a Facebook group. We have a team chat once a month where we share ideas. So a lot going on there. If you'd like more information, definitely contact me. All right, who wants to see some cards? All right, I know that's what you're here for. So the first one I want to show you is the designer series paper from that suite, and then what I layered on top of that, and I'm going to give you a quick tip at the end of this video, so you're going to want to watch that. This is the vellum paper from the Artfully Composed, and it just adds a little bit more to that card, don't you think? And of course, this is this beautiful ribbon. Sending 1,000 well wishes on your special day. May luck and much luck and good fortune. So this is the first card. And of course, there are those great embellishments that we have that goes with that. There'll be still shots on my blog later at Stampersdelight.com. The next one I want to show you is actually the designer series paper. Let me bring that in. See if I can pull it out real quick. Okay, so this designer series paper right here, the dies for this stamp set. There's the stamp set. Here's the dies. This flower right here cuts out that flower. But I want to show you and explain how I got multiple flowers. Let's just try to pull that out here. I've used so many of them. Okay, here's the piece. So if you can see, there's the full flower right there that I cut out. That's the middle one. Then we had some side pieces, and those side pieces get cut off. But you can still cut those with that die and add them underneath the full flower. So you've got like 3 flowers under there. So you're not wasting anything. I'm good, Debbie. How are you? So that's how I did that. There's actually the large flower and then the 2 pieces that are on the edge of the designer series paper, which you can still cut out. This, of course, is some more designer series paper on the opposite side. This is the well-torn embossing folder. And, of course, that gorgeous ribbon, which ties so beautifully. And if you watch me, you know that's, if it doesn't pass the tie test, I don't use it. It's got to pass the tie bow test. Okay, so here's another card done with that stamp set. Such a gorgeous set. Oh, my gosh, you're going to love playing with this one. The next one that I did was using Calypso Coral. So I used the colors that they recommend in the catalog. That's how I always start out. I look at the designer series paper, what colors they use. I pull some of those colors off my card rack, and that's what I start playing with, my cardstock rack. So Evening Evergreen, Soft Succulent, and then you have the Calypso Coral. And here just I used the Artfully Composed Happy Birthday stamp sentiment for this one. So don't be afraid to mix and match. And of course, there's some gold foil paper behind there. Now, I will tell you what you can't see is when I cut a piece of gold foil out like that, in the middle, in the center pieces, I add some, what I do is I cut some of these pieces out. I'm going to explain that in a minute. Like that big gold foil piece has a big piece left out of the middle because I don't want to waste anything. So what I'll do is I will cut the gold foil, and then in the middle of these, I'm going to cut that out because I'm going to be layering it and you're not going to see that hole anyway. So this is how I get extra pieces. Make sense? I've done it in other videos, so might even get a chance to do it tonight. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Oh, thank you, Jill. Yes, this is a gorgeous set. And I will tell you that I used Stella on just about every card for this bundle or suite. So there's another card. So I already showed you that one and that one. Let's see what else we got here. That envelope goes to the one I'm showcasing. Wait till you see this one. The mother of pearl paper, right? Okay, there's the mother of pearl paper. There's some of that designer series paper, just a little bit. You can just see a little bit back here. But what I want you to notice is that die that I showed you, I cut that paper behind there. I cut that out. So I don't know if you can see it. So I've got some gold. I've got the designer series paper, which I used that die for. Now this circle, we don't have a circle die big enough. So what I did with that is I just took a roll of ribbon because I wanted a big, large circle here. And this wasn't even the roll of ribbon I used. And I just cut and made a larger circle because I wanted a circle right into that corner. Okay. And again, Stella. So I've got the designer series paper. I've got that beautiful mother of pearl. I've got some of our gold foil paper. And then, of course, this beautiful ribbon. Oh, it's just so soft. What do you think so far? And again, sending 1,000 well wishes on your special day. Wishing a lifetime of happiness and a world full of love. So those are some of the cards that I've done. And now what I'm going to do tonight is something I haven't done in a long time. And that is I'm going to make a screen panel card. So here is my screen panel card. You can see this is just something I added to it. I wanted to have a little ribbon there. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Cindy. And that panel card opens like this. Now, I love, this reminds me, we have one of these up in our family room because we have a very large window. And when people in the next house come up in their driveway, sometimes the lights shine in our family room. So we have one of these screens in our family room. And I just thought, oh gosh, I haven't done one of those cards in a long time. And this is how it's done. Okay, what do you think about that one? Like that one? This is the one I'm going to show you how to make tonight. And we're going to change it up a little bit. So I'm going to put it right there. And I am going to bring in the pieces that I'm going to use. Now, I do have everything marked, but don't worry if you don't catch it because I will put it in the description later on, okay? All right, so the first thing that you're going to need is a piece of cardstock that is 5.5 by 11. I've already cut this sheet of cardstock 5.5 by 11. We're going to do some scoring. How do I come up with these ideas? You know, I hate to tell you this. Sometimes these ideas come to me in the middle of the night and I wake up going, oh, I got to write that down. And some of them are just cards that I've done years ago. And others I do see from other demonstrators and stampers, not just demonstrators, but I do see a lot of things online. And I just take a look and say, I like that, but can I change it? Can I, or how can I change it? Because sometimes, especially if they get to like the 7/8 and the 5/8 and the 3/8, you know me, not a mathematician. I like straight numbers. So this one I actually had one in my ideas that I made years ago. So I wanted to reinvent that. Okay? All right. So 5.5 by 11. I am going to score that at 2 3/4. 2 3/4. I'm going to slide it to 5.5. And then I'm going to take it to 8 1/4. Those are my panels. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this a really good burnishing. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask. I do check the questions later on if I don't get to the answers while it's live. There's your fold right there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in one of our tag punches, and I will put the number of this. And that's going to make my little feet. Okay, can you see that? So what I'm going to do is I am going to just line this side up with this. And then I am just going to punch that out. It actually looks like a little tab that you could use later on. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the next one. I'm lining it up to this crease. And I'm not marking it because I can kind of eyeball that and see. You can also use that piece to go in there. But I am going to eyeball this, and doing it on camera is a little bit different than doing it beforehand. Okay, there we go. Good evening, Carol. And then we're going to do it again. You can mark it if you want with a pencil. And then this time I'm lining it up to that side. It actually fits perfectly in here. Let me just move that card up. I just want to make sure I get it pretty close. There we go. And there's how I make the legs of my screen panel card. Again, I'm going to give it a good burnishing. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, and this may look a little strange, but I like having the ribbon behind it. You could also put it on the front, but I just like having a little bit of that ribbon poking out. So I am going to grab the ribbon. I'm going to tie a knot on one end. Once my fingers start working. Get it all the way to the end. You don't have to put the ribbon down if you don't want to, but I just like the way it looked. And that's how those ribbon pieces are. It just looks a little different, you know, something different. And what I'm going to do with that is I am going to take my scissors, cut a piece off first. And again, I'm going to tie a knot on here. I might have to trim this. So this is going to go right here. So I want my knot. You don't want it too far so that, you want to make sure it fits in the envelope. I'm just going to tie the knot here. Okay, and then I'm going to lay it down, make sure it's not too far over. Okay, that should be about right. I'm going to have a little bit of lift there, but or a little bit of end, but that's okay. We'll trim that. Okay, next what I'm going to do is I'm going to just add a little adhesive to keep that down while I'm working on the panels. So you see what happens when it folds up. You've got that little ribbon, and I just like the way it looks. This one is going to have to be, I'm going to tie this one a little bit closer. I don't want it flopping all over the place here. So let's make that one a little bit tighter. Okay, and put a little bit more glue there. Okay, and then let me just trim that off. Okay. All right, so now we're going to start working on the panels. The name of the punch, I will put it in the description when I'm done. I don't have it with me right here, okay? But I will put it, Robin, I will put it, it's in the annual catalog. Okay, so the next thing we're going to need is some background. So you're going to need 4 of these panels, and this is the mother of pearl. Gorgeous, right? The mother of pearl is going to go right here. They are 2.5 by 4.5. Now remember, I will put all of this in the description. These are going to lay right here. On top of that, we're going to have some designer series paper. I'm not putting them down yet because I want to show you something. We're going to have 4 designer series paper pieces, 2.25 by 4.25. So they're going to go right on top of here. And of course they're double-sided, so you can put whichever side you want. But before I do that, I want to show you what I was talking about. You hate to cover up that gorgeous paper, don't you? So let me show you what I was talking about before. I'm going to bring in my die cutting machine. You're not going to see the middle of these, right? So let's save some of that. And let's do this. Let's grab some of those dies. And then we can use them for something else. So this one I'm going to put right down here, right? Remember, I'm going to cover it up with my designer series paper. So this gives me a little bit more. Good evening, Diane. And Lynn. And Nicole, thank you for joining. Okay, so now I have that. And I'm just going to poke this out real quick. I do have my die brush here, but I'm not trying to get all the pieces out yet. I just want to get this off of the paper. Where is it? My die brush is right here. Let me do it this way. I know, I don't have my mat. I got too much other stuff on here. I just want to grab that piece out of here. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to pull that out because I'm going to use that for something else. Okay, I'm going to put that over there. I'm going to grab another one. I'm going to do the same thing. That's actually my top. Notice I have written top on here. And then I use the one that's messier on the bottom. So let's just, you want to make sure you get it right in the middle because you don't want to see those holes. The punch is the Essential Tag Punch on page 149. Thank you so much. I will put that in my description. Actually, what I'm going to start doing is marking it right on the punches. Okay, so there's that second one. And again, let me just poke that out because we're going to be using that. Because it's a shame to cover up that beautiful paper. So let's get what we can out of it, right? Okay, there we go. And the next one I'm going to bring in, I'll bring in these 2 little pieces. I could probably get more on there, but for right now, I'm just going to do these 2. Oh, Annette, you're finally getting to see me live. You love all of my designs. Well, thank you so much. I truly appreciate that. These 2, I didn't even have to, they fell right out there. So I got 2 more there, right? Gonna put that one over there. And the last one, I'm gonna put it right inside there. Remember, I'm going to be covering that up, so you're never going to know it. You're never going to know that I did that. And the person that you're giving it to, I'm sure they're not going to take it apart. Well, they might if they want to learn how to do it, right? Okay, so there's those two pieces. And we'll bring those over there and put these dies back. Okay. So let me bring in my card again. This is the one I showed you. I'll have still shots later on. There's those 4 panels again. Now I'm going to lay those panels down. Right on top of here. And it does look like a hot mess, but it won't when I'm done. Put that one right there. This is such a fun card to make, and it's really not hard. And the last panel. Hi, Brenda. So there's my panels. Now remember, I got 4 of these designer series paper. They're double-sided, so you can use whichever side you want. And these are 4 1/4, 2 1/4 by 4 1/4. So I can put one here, and then put some gold here. This is a hard one for me. That I can put there, but I like both of these sides. Look at that bird. I do like that. Oh boy, this is the hard decision, but I think I'm going to go with this. Okay, so those are going to get glued right down on there. Look at this. Now I turned it over and I'm like, oh, do I want to use that? It's very hard because both of these sides of this designer series paper is gorgeous. You love the idea? Thank you. We're going to lay that right there. This one wasn't too hard because there's really nothing but clouds on there and a little piece of the bird. But I wanted to do some of the gold. This one's the one that I have a hard time with because I like both sides a lot. Okay, we're going to put that one right there. And then this little guy. Okay. And there's my panels right on top of my screen. Okay, now let's bring in some of those things that we've already cut out. Because remember, I already cut them out based on that way I showed you to do it. I have some gold ones in here. I did some extra ones so that I don't have to spend all the time cutting out. So I have a lot of pieces here. Okay, so let's start layering. For this one, I'm going to use the gold first. Just poking out the pieces that didn't come out earlier. So that one I'm going to put right there. And then, of course, I have the white one from the Mother of Pearl paper. This is beautiful paper. That one I'm going to put right on top. Just like that. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit of glue here just to hold those in place until I lay everything down the way I want it. Spreading it out so I can see both. The next one, let's see. That one I might keep. I don't think I'm going to do anything with that one yet because I'm going to put my sentiment in there. All right, this one is going to have the bird right there. Okay, so this one, I'm going to, let's see if I have my Wink of Stella here. Yes, I do right there. I'm going to add some Wink of Stella. And that really makes the color really vibrant when you do that. And I'm even doing the Wink of Stella on the white. Okay. This one is going to go right here. I don't know now because it shows up better over here, I think. I think I'm going to change it a little bit. Let me just see when I fold this. Let's see. I'm going to be folding it this way. Yeah, I think I might actually put the bird there or here. What do you think? On that side? Oh, happy Chinese New Year. I like that. Okay, let's see. I think we might do that, but I want something to... It's got to... There we go. I needed something to make that pop. Either that or the white one. Really needed that to pop. Are there other punches that might work? Yes, Denise, there are other punches that will work. I'm going to use this gold behind here. This way he shows up better. Yeah, okay. All right, so we're going to use that right there. I'm going to put the gold down. Oops, stuck to my finger. Then I'm going to add the white one just off-centered so you could see them both. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my crane right here. Now he shows up a little bit better. And then these other pieces are going to be going in here after I do my sentiments. So the next thing I need to do is bring in some white cardstock, and I'm going to use soft succulent. So I'm just going to bring in a piece of white, and I'm going to be cutting some sentiments. Now I didn't measure these, but I will tell you what I'm using here. So for this one, I'm going to grab Much Luck and Fortune. I'm going to use the Evening Evergreen. I'm going to stamp it right in the corner here. I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer. And then I can tell you what size I'm going to do this. Okay, so this is going to be 2 inches by 1, which means my layering is going to be 2 1/4, just a 1/4 inch bigger or 1/8 of an inch, whichever you want, by 1 1/4. Okay, so that's the size for that. Again, I didn't write those down because it's just use your scrap papers for that. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and glue this one down. And that's going to go on my front panel right here. And of course, I'm going to use dimensionals. Yeah, I can give you an idea in the description later of what other ones would work. Definitely, I can do that. So let me grab my dimensionals are over here. Whoop, sorry for my arm. Ugh, my arms aren't long enough. Grab my dimensionals and add some dimensionals to that. Actually, any punch that looks like it could make little legs. We're going to put that one right there. Okay, so for this one, may much luck and good fortune, sending 1,000 well wishes. Again, I have another piece of scrap white here. I'm just going to stamp up in the corner. And then I'm going to trim it. And it's going to end up being 2 inches. By 1 1/4. Yep, 1 1/4. So then I'm just going to layer again on a piece of scrap that I have here. Oh, look at that. That one fit perfect. I just have to cut it there. So for my sentiments, a lot of times that's all I use is my scrap pieces. Put that one right there. I'm not even going to use my paper trimmer. I think I can cut it and try to get mostly a straight line. That one's going to go right here. again with dimensionals. Hi, Denise. That's okay if you're late. This is the other Denise. And we're going to put that one right there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some more of these little pieces. And here is part of that designer series paper that I cut out from the other die. Remember I said I cut them center out? Okay, so we're going to use some white, and then we're going to use this right on top of that. So for this one, I'm going to bring in my silicone sheet. I'm going to add a little glue here. Put that right back there. And then I'm going to add this one right on top. Spread that out. And then let's see what we have left here. Oh, look at that. I even used the subtle, supple shimmer that's supposed to be blue. But this, I swear, looks to pick up, it's iridescent to me. It picks up whatever color you use it on. So we're going to put that right there. There we have that one. Now this one is just already done there. So let's grab Wishing You a Long Time of Love and Happiness. Here again, I have a strip where it's going to fit, and then I will just cut it down. And I'm going to bring my paper trimmer back in. And this looks like 3 inches. Yep, 3 inches. And I'm just going to cut a little bit off of that. So this is that's 1 inch. I'm going to do about 3/4 of an inch there. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put that right on here and then trim that off. I'm going to go ahead and put that right there. And then again, this I can trim off. I'm pretty good with straight like that. But I would never try to cut that with scissors. I just can't. So we're going to trim that. And so this would just be about 1 inch. Remember, I just do it a little bit over using the scraps. I'm going to bring this back in, my dimensionals. Now, you got to make sure it's going to close. So what you need to do is you need to put this, and like right here, and only put 2 dimensionals and don't put anything on that back side. Make sense? If not, you'll see why in a minute. Okay, because I'm putting this here, but the card has to be able to close like this. Yes, it's going to stick out a little bit, but you want to make sure that when you open it, it's not stuck to that panel. Okay. All right, and for the last piece, now on this one, I used the flower. I'm not sure I'm going to do, oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this, make a little bouquet maybe. And this, and this, just a little bouquet like that. Yeah, okay. I'm going to add a little glue. I want to change this up a little bit than the one I showed. Little glue here. Maybe right there. And I'm going to actually put this one right there. Okay, let's see how the ribbon works on this. Oh, yeah, I know. This card right here is a reason to buy this suite or collection, I think. Just my opinion. Okay, now that might be a little too bulky. Let's see. Depends on how thick you want your card. I'm going to put it on there just so we can see. This one did not have it on there, but I'm just going to try it because that's what we do here. We just try things, right? And I'm going to put it right up there by that end piece. So this one is coming off. I'm going to put a little bit more here. Put that there. Again, it might be a little too bulky for you, but I think I'm liking it. because it will fold. It will still fit in a regular envelope. It is going to be, I'm going to cut these off. It is going to be a little bit probably more to mail something like this. But this could also be a card to give somebody on a gift. Okay, so what do you think? I mean, I'm leaving the bow on there, but this one didn't have a bow. And again, I'll have still shots. And this one has the bow. I like the bow. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in our polished dots. You're late, but it looks awesome. Thank you, Rita. And I'm actually going to use the ones that say very vanilla instead of the white ones. And I'm going to add some of these polished dots here. What do you think? You like the bow or no? It's a little late now. I already put it on there, but you can tell me if you like it or you don't. Okay, let me grab an envelope. And for this, I think what I'll do is I'll use the flower. Whoop, that's the wrong envelope. That's a part envelope that's already used. How'd that get back in there? Okay, we're going to stamp this flower. I am going to bring in a piece of, because I'm going to stamp off. Look at that gorgeous, gorgeous flower. Now this stamp pad is really inked up, so I don't want to get it all over. Look at how gorgeous that looks. And I just want to show you that it will fit into an envelope. Okay. You do have to do a little lifting here and there, but it does fit in the envelope. And again, the thing about this ribbon is it's so pliable that you can just tuck it in there. And it fits in the envelope. Ta-da! What do you think? You love the bow. Okay, good. So that was tonight's card, the screen panel card. But I do have something else I want to share with you. Okay, so I'm just going to grab these real quick. Put those over there because this to me is something, and you may already know this trick, okay? But I found this when I was searching for something else, not even looking for this. Okay, let me try to get those out of the way. And what a great idea, I thought. Okay, so let me bring it in. Okay, so I have a piece of cardstock here, Calypso Coral. I'm going to fold that in half. And give me a shout out if you already know this tip or trick. Okay, so I'm going to be layering up some designer series paper here. So this is going to go right here. All right, so this one's going to go here. And you see there's those flowers. So what I'm going to do first is I am going to cut that flower out because I want to use that flower on this card. Wow, I'm doing 2 cards tonight. So you see this die fits right in there. And I only want the edge of this. So I can use that die to cut that flower out because I'm only going to be using the edge of this flip side. Thank you, Patricia. The envelope, I know, the envelope, because that stamp is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so let's move this out of the way. Okay, so when I bring this in, I just cut that flower out with that die. Now, this is what I was talking about. If you wanted to use that corner piece, you could cut that out and then just hide it. But I need that edge, so I'm not going to do that. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to use this. I need to trim that just a hair, or a tad, as I like to say. That's got to be at 4 inches. So that's got to be at 4 and 5 1/4. It's already 5 1/4. Okay, perfect. All right. So I'm going to put that right in the middle here. Oh, I love this idea. I'm really excited to show you this. I've been using this ever since I saw it the other day. Okay. So this is going to go down here. This piece is going to go right on top. And then I have the piece of that vellum again from the Artfully Composed, right? That is the same exact size. Now, what I normally do for vellum is I'll put a little glue in the middle and then I, do whatever I'm going to do in the here. Or I'll put a little bit of glue in the corner. The problem is when you can't use liquid glue, it shows through. Your Stampin' seal shows through. So watch this. I'm going to bring in a sheet of our adhesive sheets. I'm going to cut this the same exact size, maybe a little bit smaller. I can do a little bit smaller if I wanted to. So I'm just going to clean off my scissors first. Just going to cut this, and I can freehand this because it doesn't have to be perfect. If you're like me and you hate the glue showing through your vellum paper, this is going to help you. Okay, so now decide which side you're using the vellum on and tear these pieces off. Lay them right across the whole thing. You can see where I'm going with this? If you have glue across the whole back of the vellum paper, it doesn't show through. Okay, how many of you already knew that? And how many of you did I just show a new trick to? I'm loving this idea. Can you tell I'm excited? All right, so then just going to grab that piece off. And you can see the glue is stuck there. Grab this one. Let's get it going. Hey, who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? And I'm getting older by the day. All right, let's grab that piece. There we go. So now you can't see the glue because it's on the whole thing. I'm going to put that right on top of the whole piece of Designer Series paper. And you don't see any glue on there. You didn't know that trick? Yay! Okay, so right here, we're just going to make this into a card since I'm showing it to you. Yes, it's a great trick. Those adhesive sheets, oh my God, they're worth their money in gold. Okay, we're going to add a little ribbon here. This is definitely a card on the fly because I just wanted to show you the trick. Don't forget tomorrow that the All Together collection starts, and if you order the whole collection, you're going to get a free video tutorial and card kit with 3 cards in it from me. We're going to add that right on top here. Look at that. Remember this piece? Okay, what we're going to do first is we are going to, all over this, just use some Winka Stella that all over. Okay. I'm going to flip it over. Throw some dimensionals on this. So actually it was 2 tricks today, right? The vellum and how to get more bang for your buck cutting the inside of your die cuts out. Okay, we're going to put that right there. Ta-da! Let me grab another piece of white here. And, this is from the Artfully Composed stamp set, which is the one that Donna and I are doing the fun fold. So I'm going to make this into a birthday card. Stamp that. Cut this off, and this is about 1 inch. So I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Trim that up a little bit. Take some more of my leftovers. You didn't know that either. Yay! I love it when I can show you something different. Okay, let's put that on here. I know, it's an amazing little trick. and it has been so helpful. I'm going to cut that off. You see, I'm not even measuring it. I'm just looking through my paper trimmer and cutting it. There we go. And then I'm going to add this. I want that flower to show, so I'm going to add it just like that. That's different, huh? Well, I don't know if I like that. Maybe like that. Yeah, like that. What do you think? Could have it just straight, but then I'm going to do it this way. Something a little bit different. I'm just full of tricks tonight. Yes, I am. Okay. I don't know. I'm in a really good mood today. Probably because I think it's finally sinking in that I am retired and I get to do this full time. And I absolutely can say I love my job. Okay, we're going to stick that up there just like that. Have that little flower right there. Yay! Okay, I'm going to grab a piece of white right here. And we're going to do that flower again. And I'm just going to keep the green, doing it in green because I got the green right here. Oh, God, look how gorgeous that is. Happiest birthday wishes. Much luck and good fortune. Well, that's a great birthday sentiment now, isn't it? Put it crooked. It looks good that way. I think so too, Jill. And honestly, sometimes I'll do it crooked just so if I try straight and it doesn't come out right. All right, we're going to put that right here for the inside. Look at that. Who wouldn't want to get that card? And then what I'm going to do, again, I'm going to bring in that ribbon. I'm going to tie it right here. Everything does not, are you ready for this? I can't believe I'm going to say this, but everything does not have to be a bow. I'm just going to tie a knot there. Move that over. And then I'm going to cut that off. And let it fall where it may. And let me just grab some of those great polished dots. And this time, I'm going to grab the clear or the white and add a few of those. I'm going to take another large one right there. There I have a beautiful birthday card. Just like that. And let's just grab an envelope because we have to have no naked envelopes. And I am in love with this flower in this color. So it's going on that. There we go. And I have a matching envelope now for this card. Okay, so what did you think about tonight's cards? Great card on the fly. Thank you, Stacy. Stacy, I hope you got your prize patrol in the mail. I know it was a little bit late. Speaking of prize patrols, let me show you who won the last two until Friday morning. Now remember, if I picked your name and you're not in the United States, I cannot send you the gift, but I can send you a card. So just to let you know that. This one goes to Jenna Marie Howard. So Jenna Marie, if you're watching or you're watching the replay, I need your address. Oh, the name fell off this one. Where did it go? It fell off. Let me just see if I can find that name. Where did it go? Oh, it's back there. I see it. This one goes to Roxanne Emerson. Roxanne Emerson. So I need those two addresses. You need to contact me within the week so I can get those out to you. Remember, share my videos, leave me a comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Somebody's going to win this emergency stamp kit with some goodies in it on my birthday Friday morning. So let me bring in the cards again, get rid of all this so you can really see the cards. So this is the one we just did. Then we had this one with that beautiful mother of pearl. Oh, thank you. Can you pick out your favorite? No, huh? Okay, here's another one. I love this ribbon. Another one. Just layering all the different colors. And then this one. I will tell you, that's exactly how I did that vellum on this card, the way I showed you. Using the whole sheet. Cover the whole back of it and none of the glue shows through. And then of course we have the screen panel card and the screen panel card we just did. So give me some time to get the description in on this video because this is a live. So I will be adding that shortly with all the items that I used. Let me just flip the camera real quick. Thank you. Thank you all for tuning in. I want to show you this if I was showing it to you this way. And I just want to make sure that, whoop, which way is the camera going? There we go. So this is how it would look on somebody's desk. And then here's the other one. And I can't see what I'm showing you. So am I in camera view? There we go. So that was that one. Okay, so give me some time. I'll have some still shots on my blog tomorrow, and I will have a description and the measurements shortly. So thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful week. I will see you on Facebook Friday morning at 9 a.m. And until